Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. Today I'm going to talk about legal system, law and approach is not always law as written. Firstly, I'm going to explain about appellate law. Secondly, I'm going to explain about Dutch law in Indonesia. Third, I'm going to explain about customary law in Indonesia. I will answer any of our questions after presentation. I'd like to start by firstly affiliate law. Law is skin that has different characteristics. Law is an affiliate and prescriptive skin because law skin is prescriptive. This kind of law values justice, the purpose of law, legal concept, the validity of the rule of law and legal. In addition, as an appellate skin, the scan of law of stabilitas with the lens, provision and standard protection of the implementation of the rule of law itself. This kind of law that repression applied can represent the nature of is the prescriptive nature. Whatever is wrong in jurisprudence will affect other things that have substantial influence. We will not find any result and cannot arrive at the goal that actually complete the implementation process. In connection with this, then in determining the way of standard rigors, we must earn from something substantial. Law will assume the excuse of great standard agreement. We have to talk about affiliate law. We'll move on to Dutch law in Indonesia. Dutch law in Indonesia. Expatriates often make the mistake of assuming that past court decisions are a good indication of future court decision on some issue. It's not necessarily true. One reason is the legality of the civil law tradition of the Netherlands. Under civil law, and even more so for Indonesia, the concept of judicial precedent is vague. When experts or Indonesia debate the meaning of law on marriage or property ownership, they often look for example to prove their point. The obvious problem, of course, is that the law is sufficiently unclear that there should be any need for debate. But then the fact that unforget owns property will neither has been blocked has nothing to do with honoring laws, but with the application of law. Comrade crisis is probably more observable than reading the entire list of chickens. But using precedent as a basis for statement about the application of law in our sport. That's all I have to say about Dutch law in Indonesia. Next, I'm going to explain about customary law in Indonesia. Customary law in Indonesia. Indonesia inherits and developed Dutch law. Customary law the existence of law much of legal institution founded in the field of law. The true meaning of many regulations is doubtful, in part because there are probably words of the deliberately unclear. But there is also long irrespective of legal institution, deliberately means departing in the law throughout the Suharto era. Law was often subverted by those in power. In response, the regular critics came. The rubber stamp legalism frequency passed regulation with great fanfare of to claim public demands, and the legal institution probably ignored the new laws. The purpose of many government leaders was never actually to implement laws, but only to them on the book and to create the expression of change. The tradition, if going written law, will spreading with the back channel directives of powerful sponsor has a long history. In consolation, despite a new and vigorous democracy in Indonesia, legal institutions have not really changed the much. Thank you so much for an attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.